Well, way off over in the land of the frogs, where French ladies love their little poodle dogs, where people eat cheese that's smelly and runny, and folks there think that love and sex are pretty funny. They eat good food and the good wine flows, and men fight with their feet and they talk through their nose. Well, there once lived an old man, his name was Pinocelli. He had a round face and a medium-sized belly, and he loved good things. He thought he was smart, because he spent his spare time just looking at art. Well, he went to an art show in the middle of the week, but before very long he felt he had to take a leak. So he looked around for a WC, but there was just no place where he could take a pee. When all of a sudden, in the middle of the hall, he spotted a beautiful white urinal. It was glowing with light, like a heavenly vision. He heard its call. He was a man with a mission. There were people all around, but he paid them no mind. He was too overjoyed with his lucky find. So before you could count from 1 to 3, he was taking his aim, he was taking his pee. Well, all hell broke loose. The guards pulled the gun. They were aiming at his pecker. There was no place to run. The director came in screaming, "You are not very smart. You've taken the leak on a great work of art. This urinal is only one of a kind. It was created for the joys of all mankind. So now we hand you over to the French police for defacing this beautiful masterpiece." Well, they tied him up. They padlocked his fly. Just in case he might give it another try, they put yellow tape around the scene of the crime on the urinal. They locked all the doors way before closing time, and on the urinal they wrote, "Closed for repairs." They called up the Minister of Cultural Affairs. They put him in jail without saying any more, in a cell where the John was just a hole in the floor. Well, that jail was smelly like an old French fort. Pinocelli waited for his day in court. When the judge asked why he had acted so, he said, "When you got to go, you got to go." Prosecution chimed in, "On a masterpiece you pee." He answered, "I return it to its true identity." "No," came the response, "on art it was you pieced." "By my act," came the answer, "its value is increased." But the judge handed him a $500,000 fine, making that the most costly paid toilet since the very dawn of time. So that ends my sad tale from the country of France, where the women may be beautiful, but the men still wear the pants. Now, if you believe my story was nothing but a dream, just remember that things are not always what they seem. If you think that life's small pleasures are supposed to be free, my advice to you, buddy, be careful where you pee.